loves you, God loves me, and God loves everybody. Woo! Hello, universe, and welcome back to the Mrs. Wonderful Show. I am so happy and honored that you have decided to join us on today. So welcome.
Welcome back.
I'm your host, Mrs. Wonderful, and this is your co-host, Tony. So, we welcome you to Therapy TV, where we don't just talk, we connect.
Connect with you.
Yes. So anyway, for those of you who, if this is your first time watching, we thank you for choosing our channel. So welcome. We are here to motivate you and to encourage you, uplift you, inspire you, however that may be. So thank you for joining in and tuning in. And for those of you who has been following along with us, welcome back. We welcome you. Woo! I'm just excited.
Welcome back.
Yes. So anyway, just to recap from the last episode, for all of you who do not know, this is our success season.
Okay.
Yes, where we're, teaching you how to be successful on your journey with following your dreams.
I forgot what the season was about.
Yeah, success. Yes. Yes. Well, hello. And Tony, you look great today.
Thank you.
Yes, you look awesome, and I hope you enjoy your day after this. Yes, it'd be nice to go and fly down to fly somewhere this week. Today, but anyway,
I'm able to do a lot of things.
I know, right? But anyway, just to recap, last episode we spoke about basically the last couple of episodes was outer success and inner success. So God wants us to be inner successful as well as outer successful. So that's very important. And then also be self-aware with what's going on with you. We can always use correction. So we can always use correction, don't you think, Tony?
You can always better your best.
Yes, you can always better. I like that. You can always better
your best.
Better your best. Okay. Now Tony spoke about if you find your inner peace, you will find your inner success. So that's what you said. You said, if you find your inner peace, you will find your inner success. I like that. Very nice. Well done. Tony has some good stuff, you guys.
Just a little bit.
He does. And
he
always said, Miss Wonderful. It's like, Miss Wonderful, you're not listening to me. Really, Tony? I repeat everything you say. I might not seem like I'm listening, but I do.
I guess she's listening. After all. I guess she's listening.
Yes, I do. So anyway, this episode here is about pursuing your dreams just where you are. And you guys hear me. Pursuing your dreams just where you are. You don't have to go anywhere. You can pursue your dreams right where you are. Listen to that.
Okay.
Now, Tony, do you want me? I'm gonna go ahead and pick a stop. Okay. Some people may think that you have to have it all together in order to start your dream. They may think that you need money, the right contact, or enough time. Well, I want to say that you don't have to be in a perfect position in order to fulfill your dreams. You need to be creative. Listen to this, you guys. We're talking about being creative. You have to be creative. That's the theme of the show. Creative. You have to be creative. I am pursuing my dream. I am pursuing my dream of having a show and having books and in a place where some might think is impossible. But I'm here to say, with God, all things are possible. If you believe with God, all things are possible. It might seem like, you don't know your way out. You don't really know your way out of a situation. But God is in control, you guys. And He will see you through. It might not seem like it, but He will see you through. Tony, do you have anything to add, to that?
Like you said, pursuing your dreams
right where you are. Right.
Which I believe. I think for a lot of people that's a scary situation because of life situations. People got a whole lot of things going on with schedules and just life. People have things in life going on, and it could be a little bit it could be a big task to take on something as big as your dream and try to figure out how you're going to get it done along with everything else you got going on. So I believe a lot of people tend to put the dream off because of what they have going on at the present time. So they say, okay, well, I got this going on right now. I got a job going on right now. I got kids. I'm married. I got a whole lot of different things going on right now. So they tend to push the dream to the side. And I think eventually it comes to a point where you push the dream to the side so much because of what's going on in life that you actually forget about it, or just kind of just give up on it and say, okay, well, I have all of this going on. So you just feel like you don't have no time to get to your dream. Which I think for a lot of cases, in a lot of people's cases, that's what they tend to do. You have a lot of things going on, and by pushing it to the side, you're like, okay, I'll get to it later. I'll get to it when I have time. I'll get to it when I have the perfect time, or when this is loosened up, or I don't have to do this no more, or, feeling like, waiting for that right opportune moment to say, okay, now I can kind of go after it the way I want to go after it. But as you learn in life, there will never be a perfect situation for you to chase what you want to chase. What you have to do is you got to make time, and you got to sacrifice some things out of your schedule. You know what I mean? You got to sacrifice a lot of things. Some of y'all say, okay, well, hey, I got this going on. I'm going to sit on the couch and I'm going to watch TV, or I'm going to take some time out for myself and spend some time with myself to have some, quiet time. And I'm not saying that's wrong, because whatever you got going on, you might need that time, but you might have to sacrifice that quiet time to work on that dream. You might have to say, okay, well, I got to sacrifice some sleep, instead of you saying, oh, hey, I got to get 8 hours of sleep. You might have to chop that down to 6 and say, okay, well, I got to get up a little bit earlier. I got to go to bed a little bit later to try to make this happen. What you have to do, you got to find a way to work it into your schedule. And it's called trial and error. You have to try and see what works. You got to try one thing, and you got to see if that works. And if it doesn't work, you have to come up with other ways. Like you said, you got to be creative. And I think, in the moments of you being creative, you'll start figuring out ways to make it work. You just have to you got to move on it. You don't know exactly how it works, and you don't know exactly what you're made of or what you can do until you do it. So it's one of them things where you got to just go ahead and pull that trigger and say, okay, well, with whatever I got going on, I have to try to make this thing work. Even if I work on it 30 minutes a day, an hour a day, at least you're giving some kind of time and attention to your dream. So just because you are right where you are right now doesn't mean you don't have to do it. You have to find ways to do it.
So, for a person out there that could be married, a man that's out there that's taking care of family and have big dreams, if you have an answer, I would like for you to answer.
Okay.
What would you tell him? What would you tell him if he's trying to juggle a family and he's trying to pursue his dreams right where he is? What would you tell him?
Well, pretty much the same thing I just kind of said.
Okay.
You have to, find a way to. But then, I don't know personally what the person has going on, and I know being a man, you have a lot of things tend to. I don't want to say be trapped in your head, but you have a lot of things. You have a lot of responsibilities. Let me put it like that. You got a lot of responsibilities, and sometimes those responsibilities can be a little bit overwhelming. And Sometimes you just feel like you don't have the time or you don't have the energy. Sometimes you don't have the energy to do what you want to do
for yourself.
But there lies the sacrifice that sometimes you have to sacrifice your comfort to pursue what you want. Nobody said it's going to be easy, because it's not going to be easy. I think we touched on that before, that chasing what you want to chase is not an easy task. It's a hard task, but it's trial and error. That's all I can say. It's a trial and error thing where you have to just find out what works. And it's a way it can work. You just have to start. You have to start it. Like I said, you got to pull that trigger. If you're what's the word I'm looking for? What I'm looking for to say. If you're hesitant, a lot of times you're hesitant. You want to do it, but you just don't know how. And you might not get the answers. You're not going to get the answers immediately. You might not get the answers immediately. There's no one perfect way for you to follow or chase after what you want to chase after. There's a whole lot of different avenues, and you might try something that works for a month, and then after a month you're like, okay, this is not working. And you might have to shift and go into another direction to make it work. I have to constantly change what I'm doing all the time, and it's not comfortable. Sometimes you just want to find one particular thing that works, especially in the beginning. You got to dig and find and push and pull and move all kinds of things around to get it to where you want to get it to, where it's comfortable enough to say, oh, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, and I can work on my dream all at the same time. So you can actually feel a sense of completion. Because when you ain't working on your dream, it's something inside of you that feels dead, because it's more out there and there's more that you want to do, but you just have to make it. You have to make the sacrifice and do some trial and error and find out what's going to work for you. You have to pull that trigger. You have to go jump off. I ain't gonna say jump off the cliff, but you have to make a move toward it. You have to put some action forward and figuring out how it's going to work for you.
Now, this ties into the next question I have for you. Do you think people should wait on others to jumpstart their career? Because I know that when you're starting a dream, you're looking for contacts. And you say, oh, well, I can go and get this person to help me so I can get jumpstart. But then you look out and that person don't even help you like you would think they'd help you.
Trial and error.
You know what I mean? So you're putting all your ducks in that one person to help you, but then they don't come through for you.
Well, you got to learn. It's a learning process. Your mind might be like, okay, I can try this avenue, and you thinking this avenue is going to be the one avenue that you can go down, and it's going to be like, okay, boom, I can do it this way, and once I do it this way, this should be my door in. But then you find out that's not your door in. So I guess that has to do with a lot of expectations. So going back to your question, I mean, no, you can't really wait on one person to jumpstart your career. You have to
create your own path.
You have to figure out. You have to create your own path. And, which can be scary, because you kind of put all your marbles in this one little basket, and then the basket don't work out the way you think it's going to work out.
That doesn't mean give up,
guys. It doesn't mean give up at all.
Do not give up.
But it can. After that, it can go. It's like anything. You could try something out, and once you try something out, it can go two different ways. Either you're going to quit and give up, or you're going to find another avenue. And it's funny because I'm taking guitar lessons, and in the lesson, the instructor says, okay, well, you're going to try some different things that it's going to work for some people and it's not going to work for some people. And he gave a story about a guy he had thick fingers, and trying to play on the fretboard, his fingers wasn't. He had to find ways to adjust. Mm-hmm. So he said, okay, well, he had to find ways to adjust. He could have did either two things. He could have gave up and said, okay, it's not working for me, or find a way to adjust and make it work. So going back to your question, it's like, okay, well, once that one avenue is pretty much becomes a dead end street, you have to say, okay, I have to backtrack and I have to find another street to get where I have to go. So it's two options. You're either going to say, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore. This didn't work out the way I wanted to go. or you're gonna say, okay, I gotta find another alternative. So basically, the whole answer to your question is no. You can't wait on somebody else. You know what I mean? Now that doesn't mean don't go out there and don't network and don't create no contacts that you need to create. It's just okay. Well, you can't. A lot of times you can't just depend on one alternative.
Right.
You have to be flexible. You have to be flexible. You have to be adjustable.
A lot of people, you guys, will say they're going to help you, and then they don't come through for you. I'm going to let you know that. That happened a lot to Miss Wonderful people in the business. You know, oh, yes, I'm going to help you. I'm going to do this for you. And they never came through. So that didn't stop me. I just went and I did my own thing. Created my own world. Created my own path. You know, and I'm still going strong today. So, yeah, don't let that stop you. So, Tony, you mind if I go ahead and continue?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you have to take one step at a time. You have to take $1 at a time because you might not have all the money you need either.
You're not going to have all the money you need. Let's just get that out there in the open. Unless you happen to hit the lotto or you strike it big or somebody just happens to bless you with a whole lump sum of money, you have to be able to say, okay, it's just one of them things where you're not going to have a comfortable income. You know what I mean? And if you do, that's a blessing. All power to you. If you have a comfortable income to go after what you want to do, so be it.
Consider yourself very blessed.
Consider yourself very blessed.
Right.
But if 9 times out of 10, the majority of people that are chasing their dream are not going to have all the funds that they need, and you're going to run out of funds. You're gonna deplete a whole lot of stuff, but you can't let it stop you. You have to just figure out, okay, well, I guess I got to keep on digging and trying to figure out ways.
Right, and it actually takes money to get your dream started sometimes, and you know, depends on how big your dream is. It does take money to fund the dream, you know, and hopefully God will send people to bless you, help you, and you know, provide for you as you go and continue to pursue your dream or whatever. But it does take income to. It does. It really does. Let
me put it to y'all like this, which I don't think a lot of people tend to realize until down the line. You know, if we got some young cats watching, let's give you some perspective. You'll take money and take a whole lot of dollars and put it into other things instead of investing in yourself. Invest in yourself. Instead of going out there, I'm not saying going out there, don't enjoy yourself, because, you know, a lot of us go to work and we want to go out there, we want to get nice things for ourselves, but take some parts of that money that you make for yourself and invest in yourself. So you can build up the money for yourself. So you've been on the job for 5 years and you're building up money and you investing in yourself piece by piece. And you get to that point where you say, hey, 5 years, I got a nice chunk of change for myself, so I can start doing what I got to do, instead of 5 years of you blowing your money on a whole lot of things that eventually down the line are going to depreciate and you're not even going to have anymore. So take some of that money and invest in yourself. Even for people our age, take the money and invest in yourself. You know, it ain't going to be there right now, but down the line, you'll have it to say, hey, listen, I got something where I got a nice little nest egg where I can start chasing what I got to chase.
Yes, save. And it's hard saving money. It really is hard saving money. It is a discipline. But you know what?
It can be done. Anything can be done,
right,
with some time and some patience and some discipline. Anything can be done.
Right. And this is how honestly, this works for me. Mm. You know, my secret, you know, my thing that I do, when I mess up, I start back over and I do it again. You know, my plan don't work this month, then I try again next month. And I keep trying until I get it right. So if I say I'm going to save $20, for example, and I'm like, oh, wow, I done messed up. I didn't save that $20. I try again next month. Then what I got to do this month to be different. You know, keep trying. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself. Keep trying. Keep reworking. You know, don't give up. You screw up, try again.
Try it again.
Keep doing it and doing it until you get it.
Until you master it.
Right.
Which is anything. You know, right. You have to keep if you think about it, until you master something, all you're doing is just I can't. I'm trying to think of, because I heard it in a motivation video that, and I don't want to quote it wrong, but the way he put it is, mastery is a whole lot of stuff done wrong. Pretty much, you have to keep doing it wrong until you get it right. Because you're not going to pick up something in the beginning and be a master.
Right.
You have to keep practicing. You have to keep. I gotta find that video. I watch so many motivational videos, and I have to dig through all of them to find exactly what he said. But pretty much the gist of it is, you keep doing it until, it's pretty much, you keep doing it. I don't know if it was practice, it's failure done a lot of times, but that's pretty much like the concept of it. That as you keep practicing stuff, all you're doing as you're practicing, all you're doing is failing. Constantly. And I know it sounds kind of harsh because I say failing, but that's pretty much what you're doing. I'm practicing guitar and there's notes that I get wrong, but do I stop or do I keep going? I have to say, okay, well, I have to keep practicing this until I get it right. And if you think about it, that's all it is. Anytime you get on a new job, you're gonna fail at some stuff. You're gonna do some things wrong until you keep getting it. So you got to keep on plugging away at it. So just like you said, even when you trying your budget or you're trying your saving and you try to put this up and something comes up and you got to dig through it, you got to dig through the money. It's like, okay, well, I got to do it again. You have to keep doing it until you master it, until it turns out the way you want it to turn out.
And it will. And when you keep trying it, it's going to happen.
It will. And even when you do master it, you're still going to make a mistake at it. You're still going to make a mistake at it. It is what it is, because there's always new stuff to learn. Like I just said, you can always better your best. So even when you are your best, you still can get better. Be a master at it, and next thing you know, you get a monkey wrench thrown in your program. You're like, wow, I didn't know that. Now it's like, oh, well, now I got something else I need to learn. Even when you feel like you're a master, you're like, wow, now I got something else I need to learn. So now you can always keep getting better all the time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. If you're working a full-time job, work on the weekends or fulfilling. If you're working a full-time job, work on the weekends, fulfilling your dreams, basically. So let me make sure I'm saying that. If you have a full-time job and you're off on weekends, you can take those weekends and work on your dream. Try to find time to work on your dreams. If you're a parent, you can work on your dream while your children are asleep or in school. You gotta find that time, girl.
You gotta make it.
Find that time,
you gotta find time to dig out.
Yes.
What you want to work on. You gotta find it.
Yep. And as the theme of the show is, you have to be creative with your time. That's it.
Pretty much.
You have to be creative with your time.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Tony, do you have anything to add to that?
No.
Okay.
I think I've been talking enough. Again.
And okay. So I want you to ask God for strength and guidance through this. Because it's going to be difficult sometimes, chasing your dream. When God gives us a dream, it's going to be a little difficult sometimes. And I do not want you guys to be exhausted because you can't get anything. Excuse me. That tea is very good. You can't get anything done when you're exhausted.
No, not at all.
Been there. I had a breakdown.
So, I
burned out.
Don't overwork yourself to the point where you're neglecting your basic needs.
Don't. Please. Get rest.
Rest is essential. Rest is
work hard, but get rest.
Get some rest. Because eventually, if you don't, your body will lay you down on its own.
Yes.
Quick tidbit. As I said, I listen to a lot of motivational videos, and a lot of people say, neglect sleep, neglect eating, neglect all of this stuff. And it's like, okay, well, I get it to the point where you have to be obsessive over what you got to be obsessive over. But if if you don't eat, if you don't rest, you're not going to have the energy to chase what it is that you want to chase. So then you gotta find a balance. You know, I'm not saying that you shouldn't work hard, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't go after what it is that you want to go after, but you also gotta understand, hey, my body's got to be productive. You know, my mind has got to be productive. When you don't rest, your body's not productive. When you don't rest, your mind is not productive. When you don't eat and you're tired, you get cranky, and you can't operate at full capacity. So know when it's time for you to say, I need to lay down. Because as I said, if you don't lay down, your body will lay you down.
I used to love my girl. You know, I gotta mention this, right? You know, I mean, I guess this is the Miss Wonderful show, so I guess nobody's not gonna fire me. But anyway, I'm gonna say my girl. You know, back in the day, I used to watch Beyonce a lot, and I loved her work ethic or whatever, and you know, her and I definitely have that in common with, you know, our work ethic. But the only thing is, my girl, you know, work hard, but my thing is, you have to rest too. That's, like we said, we have to rest. It's very, very important. I love you, Beyonce, but we gotta rest. We do have to rest, and that's very important because my body shut down. I worked so hard, and my body shut down on me. I mean, literally collapsed. That's freaking crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. Didn't know that can happen.
Your body will lay you down.
It laid me down. And I don't want that to happen to nobody. Not even Beyonce. I don't even want that to happen to her. That's my girl. Yeah, so I just want you guys to make sure y'all rest or whatever. And out there. That's very, very important to me. Okay, I care about y'all. I love y'all. Anything you want to add, Tony, before we So ask God for strength and guidance, okay, throughout this process. Alrighty. So Tony, I do have a question for you before we close out this discussion. How do you keep yourself motivated throughout your workouts? Because I know there was a piece done about you. Someone did a piece on you. You know, about your workout routine, which you can find, I believe, actually, authoress Lakita T. Sharp on Facebook and Instagram with your workout regimen. How do you keep yourself motivated?
It's kind of second nature now. I've been doing it for so long, but I don't want to say that's a hard question to answer, but it's kind of a hard question to answer because I've been doing it so long. But
okay. Well, I'm
an answer. I just got
because that's like a dream. That's a dream to some people. Some people dream to work out and to
you gotta get up and do it. I mean, it's I mean, anything you want to do in your life, you got to just get up and make the decision to do it. And as I said earlier, you can do anything you want to do if you got the time. But you do have the time because you got to make the time. You got the time and the patience and the discipline. And main thing, discipline. You have discipline and you got patience. If you got discipline and patience, you'll make the time to do what it is you want to do. And granted, I got days I don't want to do it, but it's so ingrained in me to do it that I feel horrible if I don't do it. So, you know, I just do it. You know, I just go ahead and just, you know, knock it out even some days when I don't want to do it. So, you know, it's you know, I ain't gonna say it's simple because some days it's rough because I don't feel like doing it, but I still manage to do it.
Oh, thank you for that. You know what? Speaking of working out, I love to work out too. Actually, I love working out as well. And speaking of Beyonce, Kelly, congratulations on your new workout gear. I saw it and I was like, okay, girl, I like that workout gear you have. So anyway, just want to say congratulations on your product line, your line. Okay, well, thank you, Tony. Thank you. You sleepy, Tony?
I'm a little sleepy this morning.
Oh, okay.
This morning.
Okay. Well, you guys, just know that you don't have to be in the perfect spot in order to get your dreams and to pursue your dreams and your goals. All right, well, that ends this discussion, and moving on to our history lesson. All right, this is our history lesson. It is time for our history lesson. The more and more I live, I am being surrounded by ceiling fans. And you can't see it, but there's a ceiling fan that's actually up there, right there. You might can see the little tip of the wing actually up there. Well, when I was a little girl, there used to be a ceiling fan in my grandma's house. I miss you, Grandma. I love you. And back in the day, before there was beautiful decorative ceiling fans, there were old looking rusty ceiling fans. Just to give you brief history, in 1882, the ceiling fan was invented by a man named Philip. I believe it's Dial. I can't pronounce it, but it's Diehl is his last name. He actually took a motor from a sewing machine to provide power for his invention. Let's just say after his invention, things just took off. The ceiling fan became very popular. And you may ask people, you may be like, wow, people use ceiling fans, The benefit of ceiling fans, well, they are great because they lower your energy costs. So if you're one of those people that's trying to save on your bill, they lower the energy cost and it makes the room cooler. My goodness, I'm feeling a little hot right now. I need to turn on the ceiling fan. And also, they make a great statement and style piece. I know you were thinking that I never thought of a ceiling fan to have so much value. And also, speaking of the ceiling fan, and the theme of the show is being creative. Mr. Philip took his idea, he was creative with it. So being creative, man, I'm telling you, if you do not have creativity, I pray right now that God fill you with creativity, and that creativity start just, Tony, are you okay? You all right? You're hurting a little bit? Yeah, so I hope that creativity just takes you over. So that's very important for a dream to have creativity. Tony, do you have anything to add to the ceiling fan and everything? Okay. This guy right here, you guys, this man right here is a very creative man. Let me tell you this. This man is creative. He can do a lot of things. He can cook. The man can clean. The man can do all kinds of stuff. All right. Well, anyway, so we're going to go ahead and move on to our Amazon picks of the day. So our first book of the day from Amazon is Unstoppable. She believed she could do it, and so she did. This book is written by Lakita T. Sharp, and you can find this book on Amazon.com. She experienced obstacle after obstacle and didn't allow it to stop her. She kept pursuing her dreams until she came and got to her ministry. Went from retail to ministry and everything. So check this book out. Yeah, Lakita T. Sharp, Unstoppable. The next Amazon pick, Tony, can you do the honors?
I gotta get the name right on this one.
Yeah, please get the name right. Oh goodness, Mr. Tyler's gonna kill.
Last time I said Higher is Learning, because I was thinking about the movie. Higher is Waiting by Tyler Perry. So, as you can see, I put the little thing right there because I'm still kind of reading. I'm going back and forth between this and another book, but it's a good read. So check it out. Higher is Waiting. If I say Higher is Learning again, Higher is Waiting by Tyler Perry. So check it out.
Okay, thank you. That was the books of the day. So I'm going to one of our new segments of the show is our song of encouragement, and I'm gonna do a song of encouragement for you on today. So I'm gonna
I'm gonna get out the frame and let her take the spotlight. I'm gonna get on out the frame. Yay! Let her have it. Yeah.
All right, for our song of encouragement, here we go. I just wanted to sing a song for you guys, to bless your spirit. All right. God got you in His hands, and He's not going to let you fail. Just remember that God got your back, and He loves you. He loves you alright. He's gonna walk with you. He's gonna talk with you. It's gonna be alright. He's gonna walk with you. He's gonna talk with you. It's gonna be alright. God got you in His hands, and He's not gonna let you fail. Just remember that God got your back, and He loves you. He loves you alright. He's gonna walk with you. He's gonna talk with you. It's gonna be alright. He's gonna walk with you. He's gonna talk with you. It's gonna be alright. God got you in His hands, and He's not gonna let you fail. Just remember that God's got your back, and He loves you. He loves you alright. Alright, Tony. We miss you. Come back. Love you. Love you, universe. Love you. Love you. Well, anyway, welcome back, Tony. Thank you. Well, anyway, God loves you very, very much. So smile. It's going to be all right. All right. So, Tony, do you have anything else you like to add?
Nope.
And I want to hear.
I'm not singing.
Yeah, but you're going to play for us one day, right?
Singing, I ain't doing nothing until I'm ready.
Yeah. We'll be waiting for you. We love you, audience. Anyway, let's see. If you have a question for me, Mrs. Wonderful, or co-host Tony, please shoot us an email at ksharpkids@gmail.com. Again, that's ksharpkids@gmail.com. And if you have fan mail for Tony, you can also visit the web page, www.lsharp.simplesite.com. That's www.lsharp.simplesite.com, and look for the Miss Wonderful Show, and look for Tony's P.O. box, so you can send him a fan mail that way. Yes. So anyway, and it gives you the instructions of how to send Tony mail. Anyway, or Miss Wonderful. So anyway, don't forget to subscribe to the Miss Wonderful Show. As always, stay cool, stay smooth, and stay marvelous. And as always, God loves you, God loves me, and God loves everybody. God loves you, God loves me, and God loves everybody. Woo!
No.
Bye.
Shutterstock